This block is called the Odd Fellow, and it's a variation of the Odd Fellow block, but we're just going to call it Odd Fellows. So what you're going to do is put this together as a 9 patch. And so you've got 4 corner units that look like this, and you've got 4 side units that look like this, and you've got your center square. So you're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 units together just in a 9 patch. So there is nothing very hard or difficult about this block. Let's talk about the corner units first. So this one is 2 half square triangles and a solid square of background and a solid square of gold. And you're going to sew this together in just 2 rows and then match up this little center seam. I like to pop that or open it, so it wouldn't really matter which one you did. If this one's going left, if this one's going right, then you could pop those, or you can just open that center one. Whichever way you want. There's really no right and wrong on that. And you're going to make your half square triangles big, and then you're going to square them down to 1.5, I believe. Anyway, so you're going to make your 4 little corner units and set those aside. You're going to trim your center square to 4.5, I believe, and then you're going to foundation paper piece these side units right here. So when you do that, I had you cut these. I cut mine from my first draft, and I had you cut them, I think, 1.5 inches tall, and that's a little bit short. So on your pattern now, it'll tell you to cut them 1.75 inches, I believe. You're only working with a 3.5 inch strip. So after it's starched and pressed, and if it's only 3.5 inch here, it might be a little bit short. But what I'd like you to do is cut your 4, I'm gonna lay this down here. I'd like you to cut your 4 squares off, because those are definitely little 1.5 inch squares. So cut those off first. And then you're gonna cut your longer piece in half, and then you can cut them to 2.5 inches this way, and then they'll be a little bit more generous as your foundation paper piecing. I tend to I like smaller seams on my foundation piecing, but if you're a big seamer, you might feel like you're a little bit short. So anyway, that is how you're going to assemble this little unit. This one has the paper torn off of it, and you're just going to make those units and then trim them up. I think they're supposed to be 2.5 by 4.5. Anyway, then you're just going to put the block together into 3 rows, a corner unit, the foundation piece in another corner, and then this long row and this row. When you sew the 3 rows together, you can open or you can press to one side. There's really no right and wrong on the pressing on this one. And this one is called Odd Fellows.